Hello, welcome. In this video I will add some trees and grass, and also we will create one exit button so that if while playing the game our game stuck at some time or we want to exit our game, then by clicking on that button we can exit our game, and also we will add one resume button as well on our UI. Okay, so first of all I will explain how we can add trees and grass to our train. So adding trees in our scene is something easy and not very difficult. For example, if we move to our environment folder in standard asset, and then we can search for speed tree, then we can drag drop any tree prefab from standard asset to our scene. So you can see we have one tree now. Okay, so you can add trees like this, and by duplicating the trees you can make its copies as well. And this is the first method of adding trees, which is time consuming, and definitely we should have too much time to create our scene by this method. Okay, so you can also download and import your own tiled trees. In my case I already have imported some trees which lies here, for example tree pack, and we can use these trees as well. Also I have imported some trees here in custom assets as well, so we can choose these trees also by our for using in our game. Okay, so now I will tell you the easiest way for adding the trees. So when we click on train, we will find here on the right inspector tab, we will find this option of trees. Okay, so here we can add some trees by clicking edit tree, and then we can search for tree, and then we can search here our tree prefab. Okay, like this. So you can see there are some trees already available. If you have some more trees, you can just drag drop that trees here, and that will be also available. So in our case, for example, we want this tree to be added. We can double click on this tree. Now this tree is selected, then we can add that tree, and after adding we can make brush size smaller or larger, whatever we want, and then just if we click on the train, you will see our trees are created by clicking. So in this way you can add multiple trees around your train. Okay, so it's a very easy step, and we can use this step if we want very urgent results. Okay, so we can definitely make its tree height smaller or higher, whatever you want. Then you can create some smaller trees like this. Okay, and also for similarly like that train, we undo the train height. Similarly we can press shift, and then we can use this mouse to rub that trees also. Okay, it's very easy, like brushing some paint. Similarly for grass, we can add grass by clicking on this tab for grass, and then we can add new grass texture here, and we will find grass textures here. You can search for grass, for example grass. So we have these type of grasses. Whatever grass you want, you can select that grass, and you can use that grass into your train. Okay, so for example we select this grass in our case and add that grass, and then by zooming and just by using mouse, you can see we can add grass like this. Okay, just like painting, and this grass is very naturally grass. Okay, so if we run the game, we will see very nature friendly environment of this grass. Okay, so we can also decrease the opacity and target strength of this grass, and we can use this grass like this. Okay, so whatever you want you can do with these grass, this grass tool also. Okay, so in our case I will style my train in offline mode. I will not make video for that with a lot of details, but I will definitely make video as some speed level design. So now you might listen my commentary on that video, but you will see how I worked throughout my modeling. So you can if you want, you can slower that video and follow for your creating your own environment. Okay, so now you have learned that how we can add grass and trees to our scene. Now in the same video we will add two buttons here if you want, of quit and retry button. So for that I already bring two sprites here. So we will go to sprites folder. So I have two sprites. One for this one is for quit, exiting the game, and another one I bring it of that pause, this one, yeah, try. So see, retry image we will convert it to sprite. So we will click here, then sprite, and then we will do apply. Okay, so now it's ready for our UI. So now what we can do, we can go to our UI, and here we will right click and add a UI element of image. We can add image or we can add a button in this case. So we can add button, and then we can drag our false, this one icon, exit icon here, and then we can delete the text inside the button like this, and then we can move this button to our desired position, and then we can definitely scale this button. Before scaling, I will suggest you to click this preserve aspect option. So after that you will get smoothness for that Android, so a mobile app also. Okay, so here we can place our exit button. That's fine, I think, and yeah, that's fine. So we can scale it to something like 1.8 and 1.8 like this. Okay, so now we can rename this button to exit button, and then we can duplicate this button by Control D, and we can rename this button, new button, to retry. Okay, and then we can replace image from retry button like this. What happened? Retry. Oh, sorry. Here. So now we have changed our retry image. So as I told you earlier that for mobile, because we will play this game on our mobiles, so we should select these both buttons like this, and then we can add anchor points up to top. I think this will work fine. So now we added anchor for these buttons. So now if we move our screen smaller, that button will also become responsive according to our screen. Okay, so we created a responsive design of our UI. Okay, so 2-3 things I will discuss while deploying our app, this game for Android. Then I will tell you that how you will set your canvas and game screen to compatible with Android. Okay, now in our case our buttons are ready. Now we will do some scripting. So we will go to scripts, and we will create one new C#, and I will say this sorry, I already have added one script for this exit button. Okay, so here it is. It has simple equation application.quit function. That's it. So I already have described this function in main screen UI elements. Okay, so now we will click on exit button. We will come here and we will add one on click event. Then we will drag our exit button here, and then one more thing we will do, that we will add this exit button script to this exit button also. So now our function, we can see our function here, exit button, and then we can choose our function exit game. So now our function is absolutely fine, and whenever we will click on this button, our game will be application will quit on clicking in on with this button. Okay, so now we will make one script for this retry button. So what we can do, we can create one C# script, and we can say to retry button, and then we can just wait for this mono develop. So here on retry button we can just use that the script of that start function. We already write that script for our UI main menu scripting. So we can open this script and we can copy this thing, public void function till here, copy. Then we can go here, and here we will paste that function, and here we will change it to retry button. Okay, now we have created retry function as well, and here we will add, because we are using scene management, so we will add Unity engine dot scene management. Okay, so that's it. Now what we'll do, we are on the current scene, and here we can change plus to minus. Okay, so it will move to back on index. This script will read the older scene and it will upload scene 2. Okay, so that's it. We have successfully added this script as well, retry script, and now we can go to retry button, and then we can add this retry script. Where it is? Yes, this one here, and then we can go to on click option, then retry, then we select retry button, and where is our function? Sorry, where is our function? We will recheck. Retry button is giving error on this function. Okay, so we can change its name to, yeah, because this and class is same. Okay, that's why. So we can do like this, no problem. Now our function, and we can change like this. Okay, now it's different. Now we find function are here, retry button, and then it's not refreshed, I think. Our editor, we can delete on click event like this, Control S, then again we can add retry button, and now our function is available. Okay, so we'll choose this function, Control S, and run our game. So now if we click on this button, we will definitely close, and if we click on this button, now you can see our scene become restarted. Okay, so oh sorry, not restarted, we moved to scene 2. Okay, so unfortunately I added the same scene 3 to scene 2 also, because of the creating that animation. Okay, so you can see if we click on retry, you can see here scene 2. So now we have successfully implemented these two buttons. And one more thing, that if our health becomes 0, we should die. Okay, so we'll do that in the similar video, same video. So how we will add, let's make one script here, and we can name the script as a die script. And in die script we can make some function. Okay, so let's say in void update we will update our function. Okay, so here we can say that if health bot script dot health equal to 0, so then what will happen? Okay, and here we will type 0f also for unit. Okay, so we are saying that if health become 0, then what will happen? So we will do what we will do, we will just add scene management again here, and then we will copy this thing, copy, and here we will add this thing, and +1. Okay, +1 means it will move to scene 4. Currently we are scene 3. Okay, so for die we can do like this, we can do like +2. Okay, so on the 5th scene we will create some die window. Okay, so now what will happen when our player will die, health becomes 0f, our scene 5 will open. Okay, so now for implementing this script, we can create one empty object here and we can rename it to something like game manager die, like this. Okay, and now we can move the script here. Okay, now the script will work absolutely fine. Okay, so now what we will do, we will just go to our scenes, scene 1, and we can delete scene 5, and then we can save this scene 1 as scene 5. Okay, so now scene 1 is duplicated for scene 5 as well. So we'll go to scene 5. Now we are in on scene 5. Okay, so here on scene 5, what we can do, we can first change the audio. Okay, so I will go to audio manager, this background, and then we can go to audios, and then we will add some die audio. I already have some lose evil sound, for example. We can add this one here, and then what we can do here, options, we can move these options here, and on options we can just change the text to you lose or you lost. I don't know what is the exactly people are using in games, but I'm just writing this you lose. Okay, so we can modify its color a little bit, and then we can also delete these events on this button. Okay, we are on scene 5. Now we can go to the start button. Quit button is fine. Okay, so start button, we can type here retry, and then we can go to start button, and you can see start button script here is main menu script. So we can remove this script from here, and also on click event we will delete, and then quit we will move a little bit higher, and now we will make one more script. Adding too much script. Okay, so what we'll do, we will say this script as retry, retry back, we can say. Okay, and now here in this script we can just copy this thing, and we can create one public function, public void move back, like this, and here we can duplicate this thing, and now we will also add using unity engine dot scene management, and now we are on scene 5. Okay, so scene 5 we want to go to scene 4, scene 3. Okay, we want to go to scene 3, so we will do it -2. Okay, if we want to move to scene 2, we can do it 3. Okay, so control S. Now this script is also ready, and we can do like this. We can just change its name to retry, and retry back we will add here. Then on retry we will add one function, this click event, and then we will choose move back function. That's it. Control S, and then now we can move to scene 3. Okay, so now we will test these things. Let's play the game. Now we will lose our health, let's see when our health will be 0, then what will happen. Yeah, this one. So we lost, and if we retry, we will move to scene 3. Yeah, that's it. That's good. So we have successfully implemented these options, as well as lose gain screen, and also we have added what we have added. Yeah, script for lose, and everything is fine. We have done a lot of things here, okay, in short time. So in next video I will do speed modeling, and I will not record my voice, and I will just make a video, and you have to pick that video, and then after modeling our jungle we will come to finalize the game. Okay, thank you very much.